Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry. This is WJCL 22 Morning News. See us now.
Tracking the climbing cost of living, a look at a new report showing how inflation is impacting our states.
The U.S. is being very careful not to turn the Red Sea into a shooting gallery.
The U.S. military is stepping in after fighting escalates at sea. What the Pentagon says will happen next.
The population has been radicalized for decades. You don't get that?
And why South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham says that he's lost all confidence in a top U.S. military official. We want to thank you so much for starting your Monday morning with us right here on WJCL 22. Good morning. I'm Emma Hamilton. Our meteorologist Jonathan Myers also here this morning. And John, after a kind of a cloudy weekend, I know we're finally going to see some sunshine this week.
That we are, and we're going to see some sunshine, especially as we get closer to the middle of the week. I do expect to see plenty of sun around, but some cooler weather is in the forecast as well, but not for today. Starting out a little on the cool side for some inland areas, low to mid 60s near the coast around sunrise, 71 at noon, 74 where a lot of us will top off our highs. And clouds this morning will give way to a mix of sun and clouds after lunchtime today. You can see a little bit of drier air begin to work in North Georgia back into central parts of Alabama. That'll slowly move our way as we go to the daytime. All the rain to our south and southeast. No rain in the forecast for today. And really the rest of the work week is also looking dry, but there's that cooler weather by the middle of the week. We'll probably struggle to get out of the 50s there maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I'll detail the cool down and also tracking out the next chance of rain by the weekend.
John, thanks so much. New this morning, we're learning just how much more money you're spending every month to get by. WJCL 22 News is AJ Sisson joining us live from the newsroom with a closer look at some of the new report showing the impacts of this record inflation. Hey, AJ.
Hey, Emma. Well, right now I'm combing through this study from Congress, which is showing how much more Georgians and South Carolinians are paying every single month to maintain their standard of well-being. And it's no surprise to me why our wallets are feeling a little bit lighter these days. Let's take a look at some of these numbers really quick. A study from the United States Congress Joint Economic Committee are comparing what people are spending now to what they did in January of 2021. And in Georgia, monthly costs are up nearly $950. In South Carolina, it's around $870. You can even see in Florida, $1078 per month. And that's just to maintain the standard of living. And we know that housing costs are one of the key factors of fueling inflation. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average price of rent increased by nearly 7% since last year. Mortgage around the same thing at 6.8%, and insurance nearly 3%. But if you've looked at your energy bills, you may have seen some good news here. Energy bills have indeed gone down a little bit, as well as the prices of eggs, nearly 20%. So if you want to save a little money, use your energy more and buy some more eggs. That's all I'm seeing from this study, Emma.
Yeah, some great protein. All right, AJ, thanks so much. We appreciate you. This morning, the Pentagon is planning what will happen next after the U.S. stepped in during increased fighting in the Middle East. Over the weekend, a U.S. Navy ship and other commercial ships were attacked by drones. ABC's Liz Landers has the latest.
Tensions remain high this morning in the Middle East as 3 commercial ships were attacked in the Red Sea. The Pentagon saying missiles coming from Yemen hit the ships during the 7-hour-long attack. The USS Carney, a Navy destroyer in the area, intercepted and shot down 3 drones while on patrol assisting the ships, according to the Pentagon, who blamed Iran for the attacks.
It may have been that the missiles flew over the U.S. ships on their way to the intended target, which is one of the civilian ships. So there's a little bit of semantics here, but the important point here is that the Houthis are playing with fire by launching missiles over U.S. ships.
The Pentagon adding in a statement that the United States will consider all appropriate responses in full coordination with its international allies and partners. And it's not the first time. Since the start of the war between Israel and Hamas, there have been a number of attacks from Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen on ships in the Red Sea.
The U.S. is being very careful not to turn the Red Sea into a shooting gallery.
This latest attack comes as the fighting between Israel and Hamas escalates, with Israel saying they've expanded ground operations to every part of Gaza, pushing to the south as well. Israeli defense forces have conducted 10,000 airstrikes on the small territory since the start of the war. One this weekend reportedly killed a Hamas commander who helped carry out the October 7th attack on Israel. Bury me with him, says this little boy after his brother was killed, one of thousands of children killed in the conflict. About 80% of the population in Gaza is homeless, according to the United Nations. The humanitarian organization says that their shelters are overwhelmed and there's a lack of drinkable water, food, and facilities. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
This morning, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham is criticizing Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. Austin recently said that more civilian deaths in Gaza could produce even more insurgents. Here's what Graham had to say in response.
I've just lost all confidence in this guy. How about focusing on protecting our soldiers, men and women in Syria and Iraq? Strategic defeat would be inflaming the Palestinians. They're already inflamed. They're taught from the time they're born to hate the Jews and to kill them.
Graham went on to say that the reason Palestinians are dying is because, quote, Gaza is so condensed. Hamas has tunnels under apartments, under schools, and under hospitals, end quote. Happening tomorrow, the Georgia Ports Authority will welcome a new state-of-the-art building that will help increase production. There will be a ribbon-cutting event tomorrow for a new transloading facility, which will be able to handle up to 9,000 containers at one time. We want to check in now with WJCL 22 News' Savannah Younger. She is joining us live from the Port of Savannah this morning. And I know, Savannah, you're learning about record numbers that the Georgia Ports is seeing right now.
That's right, Emma. Georgia Ports Authority made history and back-to-back months. GPA officials says October was actually the busiest October and the third it's ever seen. I talked with GPA Chief Commercial Officer, and he tells me that this is helping with the economic growth in the area. And September was also GPA's busiest container shipment outside of the pandemic-related spike volume.
Everything that we're doing here in this marketplace, having the great proximity to the highways, great connectivity with the railroads, the size and scale of our facilities are really driving that economic development that's going on in the region here.
The company says they're expecting to see an even bigger growth in 2024. Emma, back to you.
All right, our Savannah Younger live for us this morning. Savannah, thank you so much. Now, if you'd like to ask about new businesses and those projects that are coming to your community and how they're going to impact your everyday life, you can send us your questions right now. Just email boomtown@wjcl.com. And you can check out our other Boomtown stories. We have them for you over on our website. Morning football.
They're perfect against Georgia in SEC championship games.
This morning, football fans say that their teams were robbed following the release of the college football playoff bracket, including Georgia Bulldogs fans after the team fell to number 6 after their loss in the SEC championship against Alabama. The Bulldogs will play Florida State in the Orange Bowl on December 30th down in Miami. And this morning, we want to hear from you. Who do you think should have made it into the playoffs? You can vote right now. This is our live interactive poll at the bottom of your screen. All you got to do is scan that QR code or go to wjcl.com/vote. Your choices: the Georgia Bulldogs, Florida State Seminoles, the Ohio State Buckeyes, or maybe you agree with the rankings. Starting next season, the college football playoffs, they're going to have a 12-team playoff bracket instead of 4. The top 4 teams, they'll automatically move on to the quarterfinals. Checking in on that poll now, a majority of you saying Florida State. Of course, they had an undefeated season, and so understandably so. And nobody agreeing with the top 4, which is very interesting. I know this is a hot topic this Monday morning. Again, you can vote all morning at wjcl.com/vote.
All my kids are special. Okay, thank you.
It was a woman buffalo. A buffalo. But so what's going to do?
New at 6, get ready for a live interview with former Atlanta Falcons star Deion Sanders, also known as Coach Prime. Colorado University football head coach will join the Good Morning America crew this morning to talk about season 2 of his docuseries. You can catch GMA right after our show this morning at 7 o'clock.
Traffic track 22. Let's look at what's going on in the Low Country this morning. Bluffton to Hilton Head, eastbound Highway 278. If you're coming from Bluffton onto the island, just about a little more than a 15-minute commute. And if you're leaving Bluffton headed all the way back toward Hardyville there to I-95, not seeing any issues as we start the day. And you can see no accidents around Savannah. Been very quiet this morning with light traffic as we start off your Monday morning. MLK at West Jones. This is in Savannah. like I said, like traffic, seeing very few cars out there as we start off the morning. Emma?
John, thanks so